Hello again, and welcome back to another episode of Open TTD, the Circulatory Network. So, last time we built a couple of sidings here on our network. We didn't fully build them, and I will rectify that immediately. And we set up a pretty ugly station, but it's practical. At this stage, we just want practical. We want to be making money. And how are we doing in that front? We started in 1934, so we've been going for 34, 35, 36. So 3 full years, and well, it's almost 4 years now. So we made 42,000 in the first year from train revenue, and 84, and now 111 in the third year, and in the fourth year we're at 99. We're in October, so we still got November and December. So we're on the up. Our delivered cargo will be increasing, I presume. There we are, going up as we add sidings. Our revenue will be following a similar pattern. Yeah, it's very. It takes 60 days for a train to make this trip. So that's 120 days for a round trip. So if we get 3 trips per year from a train, then that would be very good. And they make about 14,000 trips. So if they're working full out, we can expect 42,000 per train, or around about 126,000 a year from this route. That's before expenses. You've obviously got running costs, which are taken off. And that's the wonder of these groups as well, because these groups, it calculates all the running costs and everything is taken off. Like if we let it go, if you watch, you see the profit this year will go down because it's calculating the running costs as you go. So it will go down until a train delivers, and then big, up it will go. So it's wonderful. It's really quite an amazing program. So let's decide what we're going to do next. So first thing I'm going to do is I've created an entrance and an exit to these stations for the direction that they are currently being serviced in, but that is not what we want to do. We want to have them actually being accessible in both directions. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do that ugly. I don't care. So now trains can come in this way and they can come in that way. We change the signals. Okay. And we're going to build another tunnel again. This will be... Oh dear. So there's no traffic going in this direction, so I don't need a super efficient junction. I just need something that gives me peace of mind, if you like. So remove that. Q. It's ugly. It's not terribly efficient. You don't really want trains coming from the inside like this. But if there's no trains coming, it doesn't slow trains down on the main line to have a junction. So it just looks ugly. And it would be inefficient. I mean, you would end up with trains slowing down and stopping. It's terrible. You want to have trains merge rather than come to hard corners. But anyway, so now we can access in both directions, and we want a similar situation here. So we'll just build a little access like this. And although there are currently, you see, I'm going to be, I think I'm going to bring a farm to the north online. Had a quick look around the map during the off time to decide what to do next. Okay, that's in and that will be out. Okay, no traffic going in this direction as yet, but now we know that our station... Would you get down there? Signal. Oh, money. There we go. Okay, now we know that our stations are accessible in both directions, so we can send a train from here to either station, and we can send a train from here to either station, and we can send it from here to either station. So now we know our circulatory network is available in both directions. And that is crucial to do if you build a station in the middle of the line. On the ends of the line, you have a loop. If you have these roll in, roll out stations everywhere, you always have a loop. So basically the train is, I call it a circulatory system because it's like the blood system. If you think about it, there are no dead ends in your blood system. The blood comes from the heart, it gets pumped around the body, and it ends up back at the heart again. And that is kind of the principle that we work on, that the trains go around in a big sort of circle, and everything is going in the same direction and coming off the same main artery, if you like. And so you know that everything can access everything. Okay, so now the possibilities where we've got farm supplies here, we could take the farm supplies to this farm and make sugar beet, and then we could take sugar beet over to this sugar refinery, and then we can, I think there's a hotel here, so we could take food, which is a high paying cargo, we take food to the hotel. So that would be one thing. Let's have a look at the map and see where we have industries. Try and build the line. Although we don't have... Oh, did I just put down a whole bunch of track there? You see, you shouldn't have... What a waste of money. Okay, let's have a look. Even though we're not servicing these industries, we want to be building towards industry because we can feed it in. We started with, you know, minimal industries, so okay. So we have a farm here. Why is that not showing up on the industry map? We have a farm here, and we have a farm processing, a livestock processing thing here. What does this farm make? Livestock, 32 items. Not great. Quadruple production for 56 crates. Farm supplies. How much do we have in the way of farm supplies production? 8 crates per 8,000 litres of chemicals. So our train, our chemical train, has a capacity of 550,000. So divided by 8, so it's 19 times 8. So yeah, well, I mean, it's 1 to 1, isn't it? 8,000 litres gives 8 crates. So 150,000 litres should give 150 crates. So we have plenty of farm supply production. So we can get quadruple production from this farm. So that would be 120, 140 bits of livestock. We take that livestock to the livestock processing, and then we could maybe even take it to the hotel Yeah, let's do that. That's closer. So where do we want to take the main line? Do we want to take the main line over here? Or do we want to go up and round? Well, we've got these natural obstacles anyway, these lakes. So let's have the main line go along here. So we'll just map this out. So we'll need some money, but we've got plenty of money. Okay, so we'll do it like this. Okay. Not so concerned about the money now. Already. Doesn't really matter. Okay, so that's going to come along here. I'm going to come up there. This is going to join with here. Let me get some trains so people can watch trains if they wish. That's the chemicals. Let's get the petrol train so people can watch that if they like. So if they want to watch me mucking about building stuff very badly, I don't seem to have very good mouse control, they can do that, and if they want to watch trains chugging about, they can do that. So here we go, and we can see the financial progression. So okay, we carry on. Like I've been saying before, the game is based on squares. So I just play it on the basis that it's based on squares and see, if you want to build a tunnel or a bridge over a diagonal, well, let's say I wanted to build a bridge from here across this line. Now, if it was across here, I need to raise a bridge here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down on the 6th square. But here you would have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, I suppose it's the same, but it makes all the junctions. The thing is based on squares. It's not based on diagonals. So it just makes it so much easier if you build on squares. And the time that you waste with the train going in a square, you know, going up and round in a square rather than going in a diagonal, it's marginal to the amount of profit that you get. Anyway, okay, so we now have this main line carrying on, and then we're going to have to service the farm. So do we want to come from this side or do we want to come from this side? Well, we want to avoid building a bridge over a river if we can. So let's build it down here. We'll take it as close to here as we can. 2 apart. There we go. Okay, so we build a 3-way junction here. And then we'll maybe move the refinery. Maybe move the refinery station to pick up to here or here. We move it to here, we can have the exit. Yeah, so well, let's build this junction and we'll see. So trains will be coming on the left, so they'll be coming along here and they'll be coming back on the right. So we will be having, this will be going this way, and this will be coming in this way. Oh, we have a broken down train, how exciting. I might as well keep them on the same, try and keep it pretty. There we are. So we have to be sure to be able to go this way, so we will do that. This is a low traffic junction, so we just go on the inside track. If it was a high traffic junction, then this tunnel could be moved back and go, for example, underneath here and round and merge in from this side. and if it was high traffic, then I would do that. If it's low traffic, this is perfectly sufficient. And we do a similar arrangement on the other side here. Q. Oops, so that's in the wrong place. Move. I don't like this. I'm really not dexterous enough for this auto build thing. It always goes the wrong way. It just ends up driving. Yeah. It just ends up driving me completely mad, the auto tool thing. It never seems to be facing the right way. And then I end up placing tracks in the wrong direction and lifting. Footery. Okay, this goes. We're out of money. This way. That's going that way. This is coming down this way. It's coming down this way. This way. This way. This way. Okay, so our trains can now go up here and they can go along here. Okay, so we're going to build a station here. Now, what have we got at this? Livestock and plant fibers. Let's have a look and see. Industry directory. Let's just see if anybody close by wants plant fibers. I don't think so. Plastics plant. Way over there. Textile mill also over there. And textile mill. Is this a textile mill? Textile mill, okay. So it's over by the sugar refinery. Okay, well, because if we're going to take the food to the hotel, then we're on the way to that anyway. So let's keep these things pinned so people can see what's going on. Get rid of this. Okay, so now we've got okay, so around the farm I want 3 stations. I want a station for picking up the livestock. I want a station for picking up the plant fibers, and then I will have a station for dropping off the farm supplies. Because, why do you want to do that? Okay, on FIRS. So on FIRS you can see that the production, so we can get quadruple production if we deliver the farm supplies. If we don't deliver the farm supplies, then the production will go back down to normal. So what you find with FIRS is for example, I get enough farm supplies, I quadruple the production, I increase the amount of trains on the line, and then there's a problem with the farm supplies. They don't deliver the farm supplies, so now the production goes back down from 140 or whatever, back down to 36. So now you have too many trains on the route. Because the production isn't there and you have too much capacity. So what you end up with is trains waiting to come into the station to pick up the livestock, which is now being produced at 35 a month instead of 140 a month. And then when you get your farm supplies, your farm supply train can't get in because all these other trains are queued up waiting to pick up the livestock that isn't being produced because you haven't delivered the farm supplies. So what I do is I keep a special station for farm supplies, and that way you can always nip in and deliver your farm supplies. So we'll pop it, we'll turn the pause back off. We have We'll have one for livestock. I might as well build them now. We'll have one for plant fibers eventually, and we will have one for delivering farm supplies. There. Okay, our trains will be coming a lot up this way, up this way. So they'll be coming off and round. We want everything to be going clockwise. We're driving on left, so everything is clockwise. So we take this down here. Okay, this will come down here. We want to have some waiting room. Okay. So we have that. I have that. And come around. We won't connect these until we need to. So this will be, let's see, a livestock. And now I could make a slip, a separate slip. But for now, we'll just do it this way. So that is for delivering the farm supplies. I don't think it makes any difference to the production of the farm if you build on farmland. It's just graphics. Okay, that, oh, I'm not run out of money. It's expensive building on farmland. Okay, so if we need more platforms, what was? Really, is it that expensive? Wow. How much is it? 600. Wow, it is expensive. Never mind. We got the money. Okay, so our trains are going to come in here, and they're going to come down this way, and they're going to come in that way, and they're going to go back out again. I'm just going to go underneath here. Oh, things. It is expensive. This was a very expensive line. Better pay off. Okay, so that's the basics sorted. Okay, so now we can access this station to pick up livestock, and we can access this station. We will merge the two, let's see, here, and this will be the exit for now. This is currently the end of the main line, so that's good enough for now. Okay, so now we have our main line that goes up and round, and it also goes up here, and it also goes along here. So now we want to connect. You know, you could be making direct lines, you know, and it would probably be slightly more economical and so on in the short term. But you know, please bear with me. Follow the idea. So we're going to come down. Now, what are we going to do with this? Let's see what we're going to need in the future. So this needs manufacturing supplies and livestock, and it makes food. So I'm going to take the food to the hotel. It's not a tremendously profitable trip, but it's cheap to set up, get things going, get the chains. At this stage the idea is to get the chains going. So now where is my main line going to go? We'll probably go along here and up here. So we'll probably be coming down here. So just put in some guides. Oops, not there. One over. Right. We put in some guides here so that we know where we're going. Now this is quite a way off the main line. Would we be better to bring the main line down? Well, no, just keep building on the same principle. So we go this way, and we'll have delivery of goods. We'll have delivery of goods on this side. How about that? Okay. And we'll have pickup of goods, the food, when we make it on the other side. So this is the exit. We need to, I'm leaving enough room because eventually these stations will be 7 in length. But right now this is long enough. In fact, 3 is long enough at the moment. My trains are 3 in length. But I just give them some margin because we'll probably go up to 5 when we get the better steam trains, and then we'll go up to 7 when we get the diesel. When we get the UU47, we can start thinking about having 7 length trains. Okay. Alright, no signals, but that's connected. Okay, so now we can take the chemicals to the farm, we can take the livestock to the stockyard. We want to stick some depots on the line, so we stick one here, and one here, and we stick one up here, and one up there. Okay, and we'll put some signals on that line too. Alright. Okay, so now, we need to make a pickup for the farm supplies. So let's have a pickup station. I'll try and make it somewhat symmetrical. Okay. Extend the line in. Okie dokie. Alright, and the line out. You want to have a station for pickup and a station for delivery because, well, the delivery just drops off and the train disappears off into the night. But the pickup, you want to wait for a full load. So if you have a train waiting for a full load and something delivering supplies, if the train is waiting in the platform for the full load, the supplies can't be delivered if you've only got one platform. But as a principle, it's a good idea. You only need a small station for deliveries, 1 or 2 platforms, 3 platforms maybe if you've got things bustling, maybe even 4 if you're really, really bustling. But like I say, the train just delivers and disappears. So even if you have 3 trains waiting, doesn't matter. They clear through very quickly. Where you need to have the waiting available is for the pickup. especially because with the supply situation, things can fluctuate so much. You know, you got 4 times down to zero, so if you fail to deliver your supplies, your production drops and you end up with trains waiting. So, okay, we got it. That was very expensive. We spent an awful lot of money there. We spent took 2 years to build that. Well, we were in 1937. We're now almost 1938. It does take time to build things. Oh yeah, our trains, they went up to 140 in 38. But we didn't build any more trains really, so it should be about the same this year, I would imagine. Okay, but now we are going to build some trains. We're not going to clone anything, so let's forget that. We're going to have a new vehicle. We're going to have to borrow. We're going to have to go back 100,000 into debt. All the way back into debt again. Okay, Cheney, how do you pronounce that? I don't know. Livestock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's going to be the livestock station? Delete. Control K. Go to Control K. Full load and take it to the factory there. Okay, off we go. Now, we don't have much money left. I'm going to have to wait for some money to come in. Okay, waiting for a free path. What is happening here? Do we have a mistake of some sort? Train 4. Don't tell me train 4 is stuck. Are these trains all functioning? Yes, they are all functioning. Okay, we have a celebration. Let's see. 2%. Okay, we're filling up slowly but surely. Now, James, we spent all of our money. Are we making profit still? How's our infrastructure costs? That will have rocketed with all this extra track. 50 grand a year now, infrastructure. That's a lot of money. But we built a big network. We have probably a much bigger network than we really should have at this stage for this volume. But it doesn't matter. It's to show the principle of the thing. Now, how's capacity? 104,000. So it's holding steady production here. Here's chemicals train coming in. There's 23,000. So when this train delivers, we'll have enough money to get the farm supply train going. There we go. Here's the petrol train going. Boof, 11,000. So petrol pays a lot more than... Right, so now we want a new train, and there we are, and we want a Cheney, and now we want farm supplies. Farm supplies, and we want to deliver, how much do we want to deliver? 56, so 60, let's see. Goods van, 20, okay, so 3 carriages gives us enough to get quadruple production. Okay. So we will go here and we will pick up full load and we will take it to the farm supplies. Alright. Okay, now I think we're going to rename things because I don't like these names. So, Great Broadworth, what have we got? Petrol station and fertilizer plant, and it's on the coast, and this is Grangemouth. So let's make this Edinburgh. Might as well try and keep it kind of logical on a geographical basis. So that should have changed something here. Okay, so that's interesting. This station is attached to Edinburgh, but this station is attached to Mewburn Cross, wherever that is. Mewburn Cross. So this station is attached to this town, and this station is attached to this town, which would be important if passengers were your thing, because you know you want, if you have good service for Edinburgh at the goods station, then that will also improve your rating with Edinburgh at the town. And if you're doing passengers, you want a high rating. At the moment we're poor, like I say, I don't really care because I'm not interested in passengers. Oops, that was a mistake. So I don't really care about the rating, but if you have a higher rating, then you get more passengers and mail and stuff. So you want to keep that there. So that's going to wait for chemicals. It's going to be there for ages. This is going to wait for livestock. It's going to be there forever. Signals. Do we have enough signals? Are we still on 8? Let's see. 8, yes. Okay, well, we'll put signals along here. I mean, this is truly a complete waste of money, but at least we do it. Okay, signals only as far as the depots. Okay, and here it will only go as far as this stake, this junction. Remove. Okay, not ideal once again, and we will maybe tidy this junction up. I don't like, oh, and of course this line is not complete. And I really don't like the fact that I have a piece of track being crossed here. So what can I do? I could make a little tunnel and have it pop out there. Oh, actually that's quite an interesting thing to do. There we are. Cute. Let's do that. Let's do that. And do that. Oops. And that. And that. And I can get rid of this horrible piece of track here. So now my oil tanker will go around here and join the line down like that. And we can make this it doesn't look very pretty. It's probably more efficient than what I'm going to replace it with. But I like straight lines, so What was that they delivered? Okay, that was the livestock, was it? Yes, the livestock train has delivered. Okay, so what did we get profit-wise for that? Let's see if it makes much money. 8,000. Not tremendous. But once again, it's not about being particularly profitable, it's about showing the principle of how to extend. So now our main line goes all the way from here, all the way up and round, all the way up as far as here and out to here. So if we extend out here in the future or something, then we will have a good section of the map covered already. That's what, an eighth of the map, and we're only 6 years into the game. So let's stop there, that little building exercise. Once again, the principle is keep the main line, keep everything coming off the main line. Stations in the center have to have an access and exit in both directions. Stations at the end, well, it's a natural loop, so it's not quite so important, but you can see the main line is going to carry on up here into whatever goodies. See here what we got up here. Cement plant, building materials, that's good. Brickworks also building materials. And goods and manufacturing supply. And what do we want? Clay, wood, chemicals, clay, they all want clay. So let's have a look and see where the clay is a sort of a purpley, pinky, rectangular affair. I think this is a sand quarry. Sand and stone. Yeah. And the clay one is a sort of this colour. Pinky, yeah. Clay. Okay. So we have clay here. And we have lots of things here that want clay. So, well, that's a bit far at the moment. Okay, how are we doing? Let's have a quick look at the graphs. Income graph. I don't imagine that has been very spectacular because we actually probably reduced the amount of income by we probably increased the income, but we certainly dramatically increased the expenditure by building all of this track. That's going to cost a lot. In fact, I don't know if even my trains will cover the cost of the track for now, but the other trains will. And we will get it up over time. Okay, so that's episode 3. Tune in for episode 4 to see how we extend the network and carry on the principle of the circulatory network. Bye for now.